Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today's recipe is one of our favorite dishes at home, and that's a Sev Tamatar Shaak. Again, very classic Gujarati dish as well as a Jain dish made during a lot of festivals. A special occasion or not, it becomes a favorite at home. It goes well along with some Thepla, curry, vagara mug to end, which will make a delicious meal. So without wasting any time, I'm going to show you how to make a Sev Tamatar Shaak, also known as the Tamatar Sabzi with some sev. So let's get started. So for the Sev Tamatar Shaak, the tomatoes need to be cooked. So just go ahead and add the tomatoes into the pressure cooker. And we'll just add about 2 tablespoons of water. The tomatoes release a lot of water while pressure cooking. And we'll cook it for about 2 whistles and turn off the heat and allow the pressure to release naturally. And once it does, we allow it to cool, peel off the skin, and we'll get chopping and cooking. So after about 2 whistles, I turned off the heat, allowed the pressure to release naturally. The pressure is released completely. Ready to open the pressure cooker. Notice how the tomatoes have cooked. I'm going to just show you that. And the skin has come out as well, and in some of the tomatoes you'll find the skin comes out just like that very easily. So now I'm going to transfer it to a wide bowl and then remove the skin and then chop it up fine, and then we'll get cooking. So my next step is to chop up the tomatoes, just roughly chop it up. And we don't want it to be finely chopped or anything like that. These are anyway soft, so they will chop up very quickly. This is good. Ensure that you keep all the juices. In fact, the juice from the tomatoes as well, I've kept it aside. I'm just going to go ahead and add the chopped tomatoes back into my bowl and then begin to show you how to make the Sev Tamatar Shaak. So into my preheated pan, I'm just going to add in some ghee, some mustard seeds, cumin seeds, and add in the curry leaves and some green chillies that I've slit, finely chopped ginger. Okay, I'm going to give this a stir. So now that the mustard seeds and all the green chillies and curry leaves are well sauteed for about a few seconds, that's it. I'm just going to go ahead and add in our tomatoes. And we're going to add just a little bit more water in just a bit. But before that, some turmeric powder and red chili powder. And we're going to add in the jaggery to add to that light sweetness. It's completely optional, but you could. And some salt to taste. And that's it. The Sev Tamatar ingredients are just right there in front of you, and I'm just going to simmer the tomatoes until all the flavors get well incorporated, okay, from the green chilies and the ginger and the tomatoes just come together beautifully. So the tomatoes have been simmering for a good 5 minutes, and notice the beautiful consistency of the tomatoes. This is just perfect. And you know, the tip that I told you about pressure cooking the tomatoes, it fastens the process and also gives the right texture that you need for the Sev Tamatar Shaak. Great. So now that this is done, just going to go ahead and add in the sev. What we like to do at home is add half the sev right now and the other half just before we're ready to eat, so there's some crunch as well. So I'm just going to stir it in, and the sev will absorb some water. So hence at that stage I'm just going to go ahead and add in just a little bit, about a quarter cup of water, and that's about it. And we'll give it a simmer, and after that for about 2 minutes, and that's it, because sev doesn't need to get cooked. It'll get soaked anyways in the tomatoes. And final thing is to add in the chopped coriander leaves. So I have some chopped coriander leaves here, which I'm just going to go ahead and add it in, and that's it. The Sev Tamatar Shaak is ready, and I'm going to sprinkle some more sev on the top when I'm ready to serve it. So I hope you enjoyed watching this recipe of how to make the Sev Tamatar Shaak. Ensure that you follow all the tips that I shared with you on cooking the tomatoes in a pressure cooker, removing the skin and then chopping it. That gives a perfect texture and taste to the Sev Tamatar Sabzi, and also, you know, reduces the cooking time by almost half because the texture of the tomatoes are already done. So do give this recipe a try, and when you do, don't forget to share your feedback in the comments below and also take a snapshot of it. Tag me across all your social channels and I would love to hear from you. So until then, until next time, happy cooking and healthy eating.